Hello everyone, welcome to Zink Tennis Vlog. Hello everybody, my name is George Zink, and today we're going to talk about being a great student and what that means. I've been on the court for over 25 years with students, and I can tell you that when I'm on the court with an amazing student, it just lights me up. And I have to tell you that it's very rare that I see an amazing student. So let's define what an amazing student on the court, we're going to talk about on court and in life, but let's define what an amazing student is. One of the things that I think that definitely defines an amazing student is respect. Respect for me, if I'm the coach, respect for themselves, respect for their parents, and you can just know the ones that are just truly respectful. And along with that, is grateful, being grateful and thankful for the lesson, being thankful for being taught, for being thankful that they're even able to be out on the court. So respect is number one in my opinion on how to be a great student. Let's talk about number two, hard work. I know that everybody says you got to work hard, but definitely what does hard work mean? To me, this is how I'm going to define hard work. That you're out on the court, and we're going to keep this around the text of the tennis court just for now. But what we're going to talk about is hard work, and what that means is that we're going to talk about moving your feet. We're going to talk about trying your hardest. We're going to talk about not letting, the little things bother you. Not getting annoyed, not, getting frustrated all the time. Because when you get annoyed and frustrated, it, basically stops you from working your hardest. So hard work all around is, my number two. Number three is listening. Listening to your coach is really important. It's really trying to figure out, what does listening mean? I'm paying attention. I'm taking it all in. My body language is good when I'm listening, and that's so important. I always tell my own children and the students that I work with, I tell them that when you're a good listener and you're making good eye contact, which is another big thing when you're a good listener, and you're making good eye contact and you have good body language, the person that's teaching, right, the teacher, wants to give it all to you. And when I have a student that's out on the court and they're just a good listener, and you can tell with their eyes and their body language that they're a good listener, it just lights me up, and I give them all of my knowledge. And it's not that I hold back my knowledge for those that aren't great listeners, but the ones that are great listeners, it just flows and it just comes out of me, and it just is amazing to be on the court with them. So that's my number three, is to be a good listener. Here's a big one for me, is do your homework. When I used to be in school, I used to hate homework, and I don't know who really likes homework. But when I'm talking about homework on the court is when you're in between lessons, or you're in between times that you see your coach, you've taken the stuff that you've worked on and you've taken ownership of it. Meaning that let's say you were working on a technique strategy on your forehand, and we're working on, something on your forehand. I think it's really important to make sure that by the next time you see that coach, that you've worked on that and you've actually mentally gone through it, so you can, show your coach the next time that you've worked on it. So I think that's very important. Here's another one, is be the best version of yourself. Like, be the best you can be every time you walk out on the court. I think this is for life too, but again, we're going to keep it on the court for today. I just want you to be the best you can be. That means that you're going to be super respectful. That means that you're going to be working hard. That means that you're going to be a great listener. And all of these things, you are bettering yourself on a day-to-day. And not only are you becoming a better tennis player, but you're also becoming a better version of yourself. Another one of my big things to be the best student you can be is not having your cell phone with you and paying attention to your cell phone. One of the biggest things when when the kids come out onto the court, that every break that they have, they check their cell phones. And I think it makes me feel like they're not paying attention, that their mind is elsewhere. So just my take on it is, when you're out on the court, put your cell phone on silent, put it in your bag, and don't even pay attention to it while you're out on the court with your coach. And I think you'll understand that this will go a long way now. You might not understand why right now, but I can promise you that that will go a long way too. And the last one is communicate back. Give your coach great feedback. And I think if you give your coach great feedback, because it's not just a one-way street. If I'm coaching someone and I'm talking to them and I'm trying to, get my point across, they might not understand what I'm saying and they might not get it all. And if the person just stays quiet, then all of a sudden we hit a roadblock and we don't even know we hit the roadblock. So communicate back and make sure that your coach and you have a great rapport back and forth. And I think that you'll understand that you will get so much more out of the lesson. So that's it for today. I want you to be the best student you can possibly be on and off the court. And if you try the things that I mentioned in this video, I promise you that you're going to go far in life and on the tennis court. Thanks, and have an awesome day.